Good morning. This is Richard with Mostly Mopar. I wanted to show y'all kind of what I do. This is not a porting tutorial by any stretch. This is just what I do to clean up. This is a set of 5/16s that are going on a stock bore 383 with factory flat tops in it. These have the smaller combustion chamber. I had this set of heads, took them to the machine shop. It came with 208 and I believe 160 valves, and I had the 160s cut out to 174s, and then he trued them up, and then I believe it was 20 thousandths he took off just to give me a little bit more compression. I'm going to put them on there because those factory pistons I think are around 30 in the hole, so I'm going to use a 20 thousandths steel shim head gasket on it. And I just wanted to show you what I use. And like I said, this is not porting, this is just me cleaning up a little bit on the head just to smooth everything out, knock the high spots off, knock the flash off, just to free up a little bit of horsepower. Like I said, this is the Central Pneumatic cheap die grinder from Harbor Freight, and this is about the cheapest set of carbide burrs you can buy that are any good. They're about $35. So, and when I say any good, like I said, you can put that in quotations if you want. But I've had this set probably about a year and a half. I believe they're $35. And I recently saw a Project Farm done a test on a bunch of cheap ones versus like some Fastenal brand or something, which I would recommend you get at least one good burr. And I like this this rounded Christmas tree shape. If you're just gonna buy one, the expensive one, which I would recommend. But having said that, this is the fourth set of heads that I have done this amount of cleanup to. Like I said, I'm not reshaping anything, I'm just cleaning up what's there. And this is the fourth set I've used that burr on, and you can see here they're still throwing chips and shavings everywhere. Of course, I don't run it hot, and I keep it lubricated with some transmission fluid. And I've got this angle one there if I need to use it, but keep the oil in it and make sure you got eye protection. But what I've done, or what I'm doing on these, see if I can get some light in here. So far, I'm just gonna go in, and everywhere that you see cast and flash or high point, I want y'all to see I didn't do that, it's factory made that, but any cast and flash you see in here, right there, I would take, if it's smooth or if it's not smooth, you can feel it, I just smooth it out. You don't want to reshape anything, just go in here, and like I said, there's a little bit of overspray paint in here. I'm going to just make sure that all the paint is gone, so I know I've hit everything. There's a little hump here, I might smooth that transition out a little bit. Just make sure that I'm going to take this little, where the two halves of the mold are put together, I'm going to smooth that out just a little bit. I'm not going to really fit these to the gaskets, which you can do if you want to. And then do this without mashing my favorite fingers here. I'm just basically, and I just got started here, I'm just going in, and there on these there's a bump right here. I'm smoothing it out. I'm just making sure there's no casting flash anywhere on my intake ports. And like I said, I just got started on them, knocking some paint off. But the real progress will probably be made here in the bowls. Like I said, I wouldn't try to redesign anything or reinvent the wheel here. You want to make sure these heads have already been done, so I want to make sure that I stay off of my sealing surfaces for my valves, which is here and here. But anything up to here is fair game. Like I said, these were cut out for a bigger valve, so I've got a lot I want to kind of blend to smooth this sharp edge here out. And then around where your valve guides go, I'm going to kind of round this, and I'm going to thin this out. I probably won't thin it any more than what you see right there, but I'm going to thin all this out around the sides here. I'm just going to knock this little bump here off, And like I said, I've done that on several sets. This is my third set for a big block Mopar, and I've done a set on the Chevrolet, and I basically done the same thing. And like I said, it was, other than my labor and a little bit of money on some tools, which, like you see what I got, I didn't spend a lot. But other than that, it's basically free horsepower. I've done some for a friend. I helped him build an engine. I didn't charge him anything for it, so it was really cheap for him. But it runs great. And that's just, if you want to get into working on stuff a little bit and you think you might want to try doing this on your own head, it's just, you can get yourself in trouble. If you get up here on the seat, like I said, I had these built first, but if you do, be careful you stay off of this sealing surface, because if you nick that, then you're probably going more than you can just lap out with some compound. You're going to be back at the machine shop again. So just be careful. You can buy tools, but and you earn experience, but when it comes to common sense, sometimes it might be better just to rent somebody else's. So, like I said, your mileage may vary. Do this at your own risk. But if you're real careful and you're patient, and you don't, like I said, you don't try to redesign anything, then it's not that big a deal. So, I recommend you might want to try it on an old set of something you got laying around. But that's what I'm working on. Y'all have a good day.